Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're looking at Elon Musk's leadership style,
Hmm.
using excerpts from Elon Musk. Hands-on involvement.
Interesting.
So we're going to see what makes his approach so different.
Yeah, he's definitely not your typical CEO.
Right. Not just some guy in a suit up in a boardroom.
Exactly. He's really hands-on, especially when it comes to the technical side of things.
So like down in the trenches with the engineers.
Yeah, you'll find him in engineering discussions, design reviews,
Wow.
even troubleshooting sessions on the factory floor. Can you imagine?
So it's not just about setting the vision, he's actually involved in the nitty-gritty.
Absolutely. And that's what sets him apart. Most CEOs focus on the big picture strategy.
But Musk can get into the details because of his background in physics and engineering.
Exactly. He can actually contribute to the technical discussions, maybe even spot problems early on.
I see. So it's not just passion, he has the knowledge to back it up,
Right. It's like he's speaking the same language as his engineers.
which must be pretty impactful for those teams.
Oh, absolutely. It shows real dedication and commitment.
Sets a high bar for everyone.
You can't slack off when you know the CEO might be looking over your shoulder.
Makes sense. Speaking of high pressure, let's talk about Tesla's production hell.
Oh yeah, the Model 3 ramp up.
For our listeners who might not know, this was a really tough time for Tesla.
They were struggling to meet the demand for the Model 3.
Lots of delays and bottlenecks, really intense.
Definitely production hell is a good way to put it.
And this is where Musk's hands-on approach really showed, right?
Absolutely. Instead of panicking in the boardroom, he was spending hours on the factory floor.
Wow. So he was right there with the engineers and the assembly line workers,
Side by side, observing, analyzing, trying to solve problems as they popped up.
like a real engineer.
And that's how he realized that too much automation was actually causing problems.
Really? So what did he do?
He made a pretty bold decision. He brought back some manual labor for certain tasks.
Wow, that's going against the trend.
It was controversial. A lot of people didn't agree with him at the time.
That's a big risk to take when you're already under so much pressure to deliver.
Huge risk. But you know what? It worked.
Really?
Yeah, it helped get Model 3 production back on track.
So Musk's technical knowledge helped him see a problem that someone else might have missed.
It was a real turning point.
Mm,
And his willingness to think differently, even if it's unpopular.
to find those solutions.
That's a key part of his leadership for sure.
But it's not just Tesla, right? What about SpaceX? He's not actually building rockets himself, is he?
He might as well be. His involvement at SpaceX is just as deep.
Especially with the reusable rockets.
Oh yeah, they were a game changer for space travel. Much cheaper.
And Musk was there every step of the way, from design reviews to testing, even analyzing failures.
Everything.
It reminds me of when they were developing the Falcon 1.
Oh yeah, their first rocket to reach orbit.
It wasn't easy. They had so many challenges to overcome.
Countless setbacks, but every time there was a problem, Musk was right there with his team.
Trying to find solutions.
Yeah, like when they had trouble with the Falcon Run's second stage engine,
That was a big one.
Musk worked with the engineers and they redesigned the engine nozzle.
And eventually, they got that successful launch.
It's amazing when you think about it.
It really is. So whether it's electric cars or space rockets, Musk is deeply involved.
He doesn't just talk the talk.
He gets his hands dirty, you could say.
Absolutely.
But here's the question. How does he balance being so hands-on with actually empowering his teams?
That's the thing. It seems like a contradiction.
Doesn't it? We'll have to explore that more when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. So before the break, we were kind of grappling with this idea.
With this contradiction.
Like, on one hand, Elon Musk is so hands-on,
Deeply involved.
but his companies, like Tesla and SpaceX,
They're known for their innovation.
they attract top talent. So how does that even work?
Right. It's a good question. How does he balance that involvement with empowering his teams?
Yeah, how do you give people freedom to innovate when you're always, right there?
It's really the key to his style, I think.
Like a tightrope walk.
It's not about controlling every little thing.
Right, it's not micromanaging.
It's more about setting the stage, building a culture where people can do their best work.
So how does he do that? What are the concrete steps?
Well, one thing that stands out is his emphasis on communication.
Okay, so keeping those lines open.
Yeah, but it's more than that. He actively participates in these technical discussions.
He's not just listening.
No, he's right there in the mix, encouraging everyone to share their ideas.
Regardless of their position.
Doesn't matter if you're an intern or a senior engineer.
Wow.
He wants to hear it all, even dissenting opinions.
So it's more like a brainstorming session.
Kind of. It's about getting those aha moments, those sparks of brilliance.
When different perspectives clash.
Exactly. That's where the magic happens.
But that doesn't mean it's a free-for-all, right? I mean, we all know Musk has incredibly high standards
Oh, yeah, definitely. And that's where his involvement comes in.
because he sets the bar high.
Very high. When you know the CEO is technically savvy,
It might be reviewing your work.
it keeps you on your toes, no room for mediocrity.
So you can't just coast, gotta bring your A game.
That's the expectation. Excellence is the norm.
I can see how that would be motivating for some people.
It's inspiring to work alongside someone who is so driven.
But also a lot of pressure,
Of
right?
course, it's a double-edged sword. There's a fine line between pushing people and burning them out.
Right, I've heard stories about the intense work culture at Tesla and SpaceX.
Yeah, long hours, crazy deadlines. It's not for everyone.
So it's not a perfect system.
There are downsides,
Yeah.
for sure. It takes a certain type of person to thrive in that environment.
So besides open communication and these high standards, what else contributes to empowering his teams?
Well, I'd say fostering innovation is a big one.
Makes sense. Musk is always pushing the boundaries.
Exactly. He encourages his teams to think differently, to challenge the status quo.
He wants to change the world,
Yeah.
not just make small improvements.
Like with the reusable rockets, that was a radical idea at the time.
A lot of people doubted it could even be done.
But Musk created this environment where engineers could experiment, take risks, push those limits.
And now look, reusable rockets are a core part of SpaceX's business. Space travel is becoming more accessible because of that.
That's a testament to his leadership. He gives people the space to be brilliant.
They prove themselves.
Exactly. But we also have to talk about adaptation. That's the fourth element.
Because as the companies grow, things change.
Right. Musk has had to learn to delegate more, empower his senior leaders.
So he's not micromanaging every detail anymore.
He can't. The companies are too big for that. At Tesla, for example, he's given more responsibility to executives.
In different areas like manufacturing or sales.
Yeah, but he stays involved in strategy and product development, the core aspects of the business.
So he's finding a balance, staying connected while giving others more autonomy.
It's a constant evolution. As the companies evolve, his leadership evolves too.
So he might not be on the factory floor every day.
But he's still deeply involved in the big decisions, guiding the company's future.
It's fascinating how he adapts. But this raises a bigger question.
Go on.
Are these principles unique to Elon Musk? Or can they be applied elsewhere?
In other companies, other industries, even by individuals?
Because not everyone is building electric cars or spaceships.
That's a great question, and it's something we should definitely explore further when we come back.
Welcome back to our deep dive, everyone. So we've been really digging into Elon Musk's leadership style.
And it's definitely unique.
It is, but before the break, we were wondering if those principles can be applied more broadly.
Right, beyond just Tesla and SpaceX.
Yeah, because not everyone is, launching rockets or building electric cars.
Exactly. So what are the takeaways for the rest of us?
What can a small business owner or even just someone trying to improve their work learn from this?
Well, I think a lot of the core ideas are pretty universal.
Like what?
Well, like staying connected.
But not in a micromanaging way.
Right. It's more about understanding what's going on.
So for a small business owner, that might be knowing their product really well.
Or understanding the challenges their employees face.
It's being more than just the boss in the office.
Yeah, you got to be able to roll up your sleeves and actually contribute sometimes.
Lead by example.
Exactly. Showing the values you want to see in your team.
If you're asking people to work hard, you got to work hard too.
Right. And then there's fostering innovation.
Which seems crucial in today's world. Things change so fast.
It's not just about having those big ideas, but creating a culture where people can experiment
where they can take risks.
and not be afraid to fail.
So that means encouraging open dialogue, being open to feedback, even if it's negative.
Create a space where people feel safe sharing their ideas, no matter how out there they seem.
And finally, there's adaptation.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
The world's changing so rapidly.
We need to be flexible, to learn new skills, embrace new technologies.
To pivot when things aren't working.
But to have that growth mindset, be open to change, see it as an opportunity.
Right, not a fact.
Adaptation isn't optional anymore. It's essential.
So to recap, we've got these 4 principles: staying connected, leading by example, fostering innovation, and adapting.
They're all inspired by Elon Musk's style.
But they can apply to anyone, really.
In any field.
It's about achieving great things no matter what you're doing.
And it's not about copying Musk exactly.
He's a unique person.
It's about taking these ideas and figuring out how they work for you.
In your own context, for your own goals.
Exactly. Find what works for you.
But before we wrap up, there's one last thought I want to leave everyone with.
Oh.
We've talked about Musk's impact on his companies, on his employees, on the world.
Mm,
But what about the impact on him?
that's a good point.
All that intensity, that constant drive, it's got to take a toll, right?
We see it sometimes, the long hours, the pressure he puts on himself.
Makes you wonder if it's sustainable in the long run.
For him personally, but also for his companies.
Can you keep going at that pace forever?
It's a question only he can answer, but it's something to think about.
It's a reminder that even the most successful people need to find balance.
That's true for all of us.
Achievement is great, but so is well-being, personal fulfillment.
Human connection, too.
So as we finish this deep dive into Elon Musk's world,
I think we've learned a lot.
I want to leave you with a challenge. What resonated with you today?
What are you going to take away from this?
How can you be a better leader, a more innovative thinker?
How can you make a difference?
Think about it. And until next time, keep diving deep.